What do you got? Oh, you know what? That's fine. We're good. I've got a hummingbird feeder out in front of me because that's going to be coming up a little bit later on. But I want to talk about feeding hummingbirds Mother Nature's way. Already, we've had over 2,500 of these sets of plants that have been ordered, and they come to us from another dear buddy, Roxanne De Palma and Ultimate Innovations. Roxy has hummingbirds in her backyard, and she finds them to be every bit as amusing as I do. So she was looking for the ultimate plants to feed them in a natural way. Now, we're going to be talking about being able to add and supplement that a little bit later on. But let's go out to California with Roxanne and find out how she does it Mother Nature's way. Looks like a beautiful sunlit day today.
But listen, I'm in Chunky's favorite part of the country, Rancho Mirage, California today.
Yeah, he wasn't that far from there for his
SoCal.
50th birthday, yeah.
That's correct. That's correct. So I thought I'd just kind of dangle that carrot because I'm ready for you guys to come out and visit me.
We can do that.
Hey, Dan, if you want a plant that's going to enhance all your hummingbird feeders, this hummingbird lunch kufia is it. And the name says it all. I'm Italian and I got to feed everybody, including the birdie. And this plant is probably, I think, going to be my favorite plant in my garden. This is brand new this year. You will not find this in any nurseries. It's a perennial, but in cold areas, you want to bring it inside, like Minnesota. It's a two-tone tubular plant. And what I mean with that is when the flower blooms, you see how it's red on that cherry red and then that yellow? Well, guess who's going to come and suck off those little flowers? Are our friends, the hummingbird. This is a sun lover. I'm out in 75-degree weather, and these are fabulous for hanging baskets, great for containers, unbelievable for borders. They're a sun lover, like I am, and they're drought tolerant. This plant will bloom nonstop all summer long. And this is what I call a tidy plant. You don't have to deadhead it. It gets about 18 inches tall. It can get up to 28 inches wide, depending on what kind of pot you put it in. But this dark green foliage, what happens, Dan, is it takes and it accentuates the color of these flowers that happen. And then the little hummingbirds just start coming around. Okay, so the deer don't like this. It is no deadheading, pest resistant. It's a super, super hardy plant. And you're going to start seeing kufia way more in the market. I mean, way, way more. This plant is just getting super popular. You get a set of 3 of them. I'm gonna actually come around here. This is one that's actually blooming. And do you see those little tubular flowers on it? So the hummingbird comes up and it sucks the nectar. And it's fabulous.
Roxanne, let me give you an update real quick. We've already had over 2,500 sets that have been ordered. We had 3 ship dates. We are now down to 2. We will either be able to ship this out on April 25th, and this is one that you put in your garden a little bit later, but they do beautifully, or we have May 9th. And we've got fewer than 900 total to go around. It's a very unusual looking plant. Looks very tropical, and yet it is a full annual. So you're able to take advantage of something that most people have never seen. I've never seen this in a garden center. And hummingbirds absolutely adore this. I bet between this and having 1 or 2 hummingbirds in your backyard that you'll have more hummingbirds than ever before.
Dan, I wish you could have been here with me just about an hour ago because we were setting up for this.
Yeah.
And we actually had 3 hummingbirds hovering around and sucking away. And then I've got all the hummingbird feeders behind me. But this is Mother Nature's way of feeding the birds and give them all the opportunities of the world to eat. This plant is a game changer plant. If you want to start out with a hummingbird butterfly type garden, this is the plant you want to start out with. And like I said, if you even have an apartment in New York or a condo and
Yeah.
you just want to do container growing, like I've done here, this plant is the plant that you want to start out with. This plant actually originated in Australia. And those guys kind of know about hummingbirds over there. They have so many different types of hummingbirds in Australia. But that dark green foliage just kind of accentuates that cherry blossom with that little yellow on it. And they're hardy, they're easy. I mean, you're going to get this home. You're going to take and put it in at least a 10-inch hanging basket or in a container. You're going to put a little fertilizer on it and you're going to say, bye-bye, have fun. And
Yeah.
it is just going to go to town. It's electromagnetic magnet to your hummingbird and butterflies.
See, you're lucky, Roxanne, where you live out in California, you've got your little flying characters all year round. Where I live here in eastern Pennsylvania, they're expected to show up around April 15th. So feed them Mother Nature's way. I'm not saying that this is in lieu of a regular hummingbird feeder. In fact, I recommend both. In fact, to do it right, let's move on to a hummingbird feeder. And this is also from